it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm focusing on creating a look to go with this Lisa Eldridge lipstick, Velvet Cinnabar. This is her matte velvet formula and it's a new shade that came out this year. A lot of people have been loving it. It's a brick red and I have not figured out an eyeshadow look to pair with it, so I wanted to do that with you all today. I do have my complexion on already, so today is just going to be focusing on the eyes. And before we get into my face, let's get into this lipstick a little bit more. I'll just go ahead and swatch this color for you. It looks deeper on my lips, and that's because, you know, I went with the tube across my lips a couple times and I have a lip liner on, but this is such a pretty shade. If you guys want a perfect fall red, I suggest checking out Velvet Cinnabar. I didn't get the matching lip liner, but I used a pretty inexpensive lip liner from Flower Beauty. It's called Petal Pout, and this isn't like a match by any means, but I found that it worked, and that's what I have on. I did a little bit of overlining, and I'm pretty happy with this combo. So that is what I'm centering my look on. I generally don't center my makeup looks around a lip color, but I thought today's video would be kind of fun for me. At least, hopefully it's fun for you to watch. So what I have on my face already, I have the Lisa Eldridge foundation. The cream blush that I use is Rituel de Fille. I haven't used this in a while, actually. It was a little bit hard, but once I mixed it and everything went on my cheeks just fine. This is the Inner Glow Creme Pigment in Delirium, and it's a little bit red-orange. So we have a bold cheek, a bold lip. And then on top of that, for powder blush, yes, I did two blushes. Pat McGrath Labs, this is one of my favorite shades. This is the Divine Blush in Desert Orchid. It's got a glow to it. It's a bronzy, orangish tone. Again, kind of going with the cream blush. For bronzer, I just use the Tom Ford Glow Bronzer in Terra. This one right here, all over. Highlighter, I went into the new Natasha Denona Glam palette in light, and I used the Star Glow highlighter. And then I did a setting powder. I did my brows. That's pretty much it. So I want to talk about, like, I pulled out a bunch of palettes to help me figure out what I'm going to do with my eyes. I have several small ones and two large ones that I want to show you. If you have this lip color, you might be thinking the same thing, like, what do I pair with this look? I'm not going to go super glam because that's not, I do actually plan to go out later and I want to wear something that I like. And I don't generally go like super glitter crazy, but I have some palettes in mind that will be like a fancy casual kind of a look. The first one I'm going to show you is Chanel. I think this palette came out this year. This is the Quad 374 Allure et Eclat. And I was just kind of thinking maybe this color, this dark maroon, might go well in like the outer part of my eye. The rest of these shades, they're not really part of this look, I'll say, but I was just thinking of that shade in there. I have this quad from Pat McGrath that came out this year. I believe this is part of a Divine Rose quad. Venus in Fleurs, Luxe Quad, Voyeuristic Vixen. Now you might be thinking, I'm thinking more maybe this color, not so much the pink, maybe the brown. That's an option there. It's not like high on my list. Another palette that I just picked up, but it is not new. The Victoria Beckham Smoky Eye Brick in Silk. Very neutral, shimmery palette, but you know, does it really go with this? I mean, it's a neutral, warm toned palette. Another one I have in mind is the Wayne Goss Luxury Eye Palette in Imperial Topaz. Now this actually might be a top contender for my eyes. And then again, the light glam palette, there's a lot of warmish neutral shades up in here that will probably be a good option as well. And then let's get into my larger palettes. So this one, I don't know that I've used in a really long time. This is from Vieve. This palette, the Essential Eye Palette, and basically all the shades fell out when I got it. It's all glued in. Oh, one just fell out as I was speaking to you. Jeez. That's with me hot gluing. So my hot glue didn't stick. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so this shade fell out. This might be a really top contender. I like this shade. I might use it. Or the red shade even with these lips might be really pretty. There's also lots of browns in here, a couple shimmery kind of heavy glitter shades as well. I could see rocking with this lip. The last palette I have, it's the Pat McGrath Holiday Palette from this year. So there's quite a bit of like fall type of shades in here, which I think of when I look at this lip color. I mean, this orange could be really fun, but there's a lot of like pretty sort of neutrals and just different textures in here that would be really pretty. So I have a lot to think about. I think I'm gonna throw back a little bit today and dip into some old stuff, and I might go into that Chanel color, that deep maroon. So what I'm thinking for this look is the Imperial Topaz from Wayne and the Essential Palette from Vieve, and let's just start from there and see where we end up. Start with a really easygoing shade. I'm gonna start with Chao, which is this mustard shade here, just because it's gonna be different tone. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. It's gonna go with my sweater, all the fall vibes. I wanted to get in this video before we get into full-on winter. I wanted to hang on to fall just a little bit longer. I think by the time this video comes out, Thanksgiving's gonna pass, but hey, you might have a dinner or two, you know, before we get full on into the holidays, that you might want to do a really warm sort of fall look. You might have a red lip similar to this that you could figure out something really warm and toasty on your eyes like what I'm doing today. I wish fall honestly lasted a lot longer. I think where I live, summer lasts forever, but fall is such a short amount of time, so we just really want to hang on as long as possible. I really like that mustard shade. It's not, to me, the best matte formula, to be honest. It's a little bit the kind of shade that when you keep blending, it feels like it disappears. But, you know, I think I got a pretty good even wash with that. And then I'm going to jump into Wayne and get into this toasted sort of satiny shade here. And start getting into my crease. Now this might be a sort of a sunset eye, which I really like a brown, gold, yellow moment. I really like a mixture of all those colors. It's like one of my favorite eyeshadow combinations, which is where we might end up today. You can also add some like maroon and red tones to it. You can add pinks, purples. You can take your sunset, you know, many different ways, but I just want to stay really toasty today. Now we have a deeper color in the crease. I think I'm going to jump into the Chanel shade, that kind of a red thing going on here. This one, and see what we can do. It's a pretty satiny shade. So this is going to make things a bit smokier and sexier. I might have to add back in some of that Wayne Goss because I kind of covered that up, but now I'm just going to blend everything together. Now you can definitely not do the red and kind of keep it really daytime. Or just keep that red really tight or closer to the eye rather than taking it up as far as I did. I like to extend my crease higher than my actual crease. That was a whoopsie. I always swatch and then touch my face, so that's fun. So I am filming this on Thanksgiving Eve, and I am so excited to have some days off from work. It has been a doozy this year. It's my busy time of year, a lot of deadlines. It's just not as fun. But I love that I can escape with makeup, and I'm sure you guys can relate when you get to sit down, do a little bit of a makeup routine, and just kind of get into the ritual, be creative. I've always enjoyed it. I think I enjoy it more now that I don't do my makeup every day for work. Generally, if I don't have an important meeting, I don't put on makeup, and while it's nice, you know, I choose not to do it because, for one, it's just me, usually. Sometimes I have impromptu meetings, you know, when I'm not prepared to, like, be on camera, which is whatever, I've gotten used to it. But I just rather sleep in until the absolute last second, and then I turn on my computer for work. So I'm not, like, spending hours hanging out before the day starts at home. I'm generally sleeping, and I'm staying up late, which is going to be really hard when I go back to the office. But what I'm saying is I am wearing makeup less. I'm spending a lot less time getting ready in general. And it's kind of been so different to get used to. I'm sure we're all gotten used to, like, having a different routine, and that maybe you're only getting ready like 2 days a week or 3 days a week instead of like every day. Instead of like 5 days or 6 days on the weekend, you know, like I know I'm using my makeup a lot less, even though I'm buying so much more. So like when I do get to sit down and put together a look, it is that much more special. I'm not rushed usually. It's nice. It's nice not to have to like rush your makeup job just to get to work. I am loving that actually. Alright, so I can dip in, I think I'm going to dip into the Glam palette, the light Glam palette, for some inner corner fun. But before I do that, I'm going to do something on the lower lash line, and that's going to be this warm brown color. Now you may think this look is fairly boring, but again, I think the intention for me is on the lips, especially when people that I know are going to see me. They're going to be like, oh, that's a dark lipstick. It is. It's fairly dark. Definitely not. I generally do like lip glosses in lighter shades. When I'm out and about, I don't like a lot of maintenance. So this is going to be a very different sort of look for me just to wear out with friends. But I think it's going to be fun, and I'm feeling the fall vibes. So just a little bit of something under the eye. Now we're going into this Glam palette. And this one is a little bit less toasty and more neutral browns. So I didn't want to like do a whole nother video with just this, but I do want to dip into some of these more exciting shiny shades because I want to put something on the middle of my eye. And I think it's going to be the outer corner shade in this light palette, and I'm going to use my finger and just kind of press this on, and this is going to kind of complete my fall toasty sunset with that gold, shiny gold. So pretty. There, I spoke about the Vieve palette and having some glittery shades in it, and I definitely could have used those, but the glitter in those is not as refined, and this is more shimmery. There is some little flakes, but this one's just a lot easier to work with. See that? Stunning. All right, now just a little bit of inner corner going into this one. Just even a lighter color here. Alright, so I think I'm done with eyeshadow, to be honest. I'm going to use a little bit of brown liner. So I'm going in with Chanel Brun Agape, and I want to create a really thin line just on the top lash line, just to get some more definition and the illusion of a thicker lash line, because I have no lashes. And I don't really, I have false lashes. To me, I just don't have the patience for them. I am sort of curious about all the new magnetic type of lashes that are out there, but I'm like, am I really gonna use it? Is it really that fast? And they're kind of expensive just to kind of try for the first time. And then let's say you don't like something about them, and then it's like, well, back at the drawer. Alright, so there is my thin eyeliner. Now I'm going to get some mascara on, and I'll show you the final look. Alright guys, this is the final look. I'm super happy with it. It's super wearable, but it's a little bit more grown up, and I've thought about it, you know, a little bit more than most of my looks, honestly, when I'm getting ready. I don't always try to match to my lips, as I was saying before, and this is a very monochromatic look. I did the cheeks to match the lips, to the eyes. It's all very warm, perfect for fall in my opinion. I did a gold highlighter, gold shimmered, gold inner corner, very much caramel, reddish, orangey tones on my eyes. And you might notice that my lips look a little bit shinier. It's because I added a balm on top of my lipstick, because I do love the color of this, but the matte can get a little bit dry, and most mattes do. This I put on is the Chanel Rouge Coco Flash, and it's basically a clear balm. This is the shade 154 Douceur. It's got a little bit of a red tinge to it because I put it directly on my lips, but this is the color. And it just has a little bit of sheen. It has like pink and gold sparkles in it. It's like slightly pink. And I just kind of wanted to wet my lips a little bit and have a little bit of a reflect. I thought about going full on gloss, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to like remove my lipstick, because that happens to me when I put on a gloss. Sometimes it just makes the lipstick go away. And I got a little bit more of the red tones out of this lipstick by putting this balm on. But it just looks like my lips are a little bit healthier, alive, fuller. Matte lips can be a little bit hard to pull off, especially when your lips are a little bit flaky like mine. So I just wanted to juice it up a little bit, and so I'm very happy with the result. But let me know what you guys think of this final look. What kinds of colors have you paired with Velvet Cinnabar? I just love a toasty look with a brick red lip. I don't have a lot of brick red lipsticks. I don't have a lot of red lipsticks, period, but this is my favorite kind of red for a lipstick color, for sure. So thank you, Lisa Eldridge, for creating this color. I'm super happy with it. Alright guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.